Hello, Korriban. What's happening? I'm gonna need you to come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around, yeah, 9, that'd be great. Okay. And I almost forgot. I'm gonna need you to come in on Sunday too, okay? We lost some people, yeah, this week, and we need to sort of kind of gotta catch up, all right? Thanks. Good morning,
Hey Mike, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. I don't really care about doing that anymore because you never use the
I
original
don't
one that
use
you
it anymore,
did.
but it gets you fired up.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it. Yeah, but I thought about that when I yelled it because I did one last week that was awesome, and I knew you weren't going to use it, but it really
So
did.
the problem is, Mike, you do it too well, and it cuts the mic cuts out,
Right.
and that's the problem. We have a guest on our show today. Woods is here. Woods, did you hear him cut out? Did it middle of his scream? Did it cut out on you?
Classic Mikey. Yeah, it just cuts out.
Oh, well,
Just
yeah.
cuts out, Mike. So like, if you want to restrain yourself a little bit, then maybe we can
I
use
can't.
it.
That's pretty much how my ex-wives probably feel.
If you could be restrained a little bit, you'd be usable,
like they just kind of
useful.
cut out. Like it's not what happens. It's
If
crazy.
someone just
Hey, it
cuts
gets you
out,
emotionally. Yeah, it gets you emotionally in the place. We're good.
It does. I next time I'll
that's
remember that. I'll
that's
remember
why I
that.
have you do it because I know you get fired up, and we need high energy Mike, not low energy Mike.
All right. Well, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I screwed up. I messed up. I feel like Will Ferrell in Old School. It's like, man, I can't believe that. Oh, I was. You like, so, oh. Yeah, that's what I feel right now. Fuck.
All right, Mike. Well,
Do you know the quote? You
I
should know
know
the
the
quote.
quote.
Of course, that's yeah,
I'm gonna let
that's
Woods
got to be
answer
the
it as
one.
our guest. That's an easy
Yeah,
one, I think.
that's probably the easiest one you've ever done, Mikey. It's good though. It's a good one. It's
Yeah.
Office Space.
Office
So
Space. Yeah.
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
classic.
Office Space, a classic movie.
Well, I never know it's Sturm. That's why I picked some of these movies because there's some of them I do, and he's like,
I
oh,
know great movies. The problem is you pick shitty quotes most of the time. That's the big problem, Mike.
well, I got to pick quotes that are
Bizarre
hard.
things.
Like
Yeah.
Lumberg is pretty easy. Like there wasn't, I just felt like I had to do Lumberg. Like I just felt like he was one of the, more classic figures. But yeah, I just, I try to pick ones that aren't as mainstream either. That way they're harder.
Yeah, that's good.
But you
I
don't know a lot of
appreciate that.
movies. Let's be
I
honest. I've
know
done
a
some.
lot of movies. I really know a lot of movies, Mike. That's the problem. I know too
All right.
many
Well, maybe
movies.
I'll have to go and double check because I feel
I
like
usually get the quote right, or I'm pretty close. Or
150 episodes we've probably done. I think there's only like 3 songs I've sang. So I'm gonna say there's a good 112.
there's at least 100 some quotes. Or the other problem is you'll do the quotes so terribly, it'll be butchered so badly that no one
Oh,
could ever
oh,
expect to know
oh,
what you're trying to get across. So that's
oh,
usually the
okay.
problem.
Wow. I would say you probably got less than 40 right.
Oh, whatever.
Out of
I've gotten
112.
way more than
Out of
40 right.
112.
Whatever,
It's a
Mike.
good baseball average.
Whatever.
It's just not a very good,
Yeah, you'd be batting, you'd
podcast
I
be a
don't
Hall
know
of
about.
Famer.
I bet it's more than 40 though. If
You
I had to
see,
guess, I've listened to every episode from the very beginning, and I would say
right?
what? That's
Oh,
awesome.
it's
dang.
probably
All
been
right.
Super
Yeah.
fan.
it's
I think
probably
this
been a
is
little bit more than
Yeah.
It's
40.
like our first super fan on the show. As I've already said in
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the Discord, this is going to be the best guest ever. So before we get to our guest, Mike, though, we should do all the preliminaries. We should introduce ourselves. Of course, you're Mikey Blue Eyes. I'm Sternbach. This is the Good Morning Korriban podcast. We're a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast. And Mikey, usually now you like to tell people where they can find us if they're looking in social media circles.
Yeah, if you're looking in social media circles, then you could find us on Facebook. We have Good Morning Core on Facebook. We have on Discord, one of the best Discord channels in the game. We are on Reddit. We are not one of the best Reddit channels in the game, unfortunately.
That's your fault, by the
And
way.
yeah, Reddit's a different type of animal though. Like Reddit to me is like Twitter now because I don't really understand X or whatever Twitter is. Like I kind of lost that. And like I was gonna do actually an X account, but I don't know. Like Instagram and X aren't really big for this game. Like even when it comes to like across, like just I'm going off on a tangent and I do this a lot, but like just so you know why we're not Instagram or X, it's because like there's not a lot of Star Wars Galaxy Hero stuff on there. So like it'd be if Sturm and I transition to post game just doing Star Wars in general, but which we've discussed, but this game doesn't seem like it's gonna end anytime soon.
I don't
But
think it's
Mikey,
ending
you got a
anytime soon.
convention center to fill. You got to hit every platform out there. You got to
That
put
is
some better effort
true.
what's funny is I've thought about being the first to do it just to see what would happen, because there
That'd
are
be
Star
great.
Wars people on it. And I don't really know how many would come for the game, but I'd try Instagram first because I don't really do X. I don't really understand Twitter or X ever. Like that was more for like sports stuff. But I can throw it out on Instagram maybe and try that. That might work.
Well, yeah, you certainly could try. It's up to you, Mike. That's always been your responsibility
Right,
in
right,
our
right. I've
podcast
just seen
universe
it and
here.
yeah, not really work out that well. But I guess to be a first, you might maybe I get someone else to go with me, like what's his name, Logan or somebody, or Bones.
Yeah, they
Get it
could very
following.
well be on. I don't know. Who knows what
They're
they're on,
not.
but
They're not on. Not on for Star Wars anyway. But like they're
oh,
yeah,
okay.
you know.
Okay. All right, Mike. Well, whatever. So that's what we got going on now. Now we can discuss. Let's introduce to our listeners our guest, Mr. Woods. Woods, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. What's up?
Not too much. Why? So this is your first, I believe this is your first appearance on the Good Morning Korriban podcast. Is that not correct?
That is correct. Yeah, it's true.
And you said you've listened to every episode of our show?
Yeah, probably.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
that's pretty
It's a good
awesome.
podcast. It's actually my
You were
point.
in our
This is a
guild, right?
podcast of the people.
The
Yeah.
podcast of the
We are
people.
the
That's right.
podcast of the people.
No,
He was in our guild.
Woods was never in our guild. No, Woods, clear that up. You were never in a guild with me or Mikey, were you?
So, so like your original guild before you guys started the podcast. No, I've never been in that guild. But when Mikey tried to start the Good Morning Korriban podcast,
Uh-oh.
or I mean the Good Morning Korriban Guild,
Yeah, yeah.
I had some alt accounts, and I told him, I
Oh,
said, "Hey,
that's
listen,
okay.
you guys
That's
have
fine.
hardly any. You don't have a lot of good accounts in here,
No.
and there's not that many people in there." I said, "I got a couple alt accounts. I don't play them that often. They're pretty inactive, but I'll park them there. And then if you guys get enough people that you want to kick me out, that's fine. But that way, I'll give you some GP to maybe help
Yeah.
try to recruit some people." But then the guild leader got mad because I didn't do anything.
Yeah. You and Draker. I think they
Maybe
got
so.
the girl got way madder at Draker than you, but
Okay.
yeah, like I couldn't get either of you to bring her. So like, yeah, okay,
Well,
so
yeah,
that's
we can't bring our main account. Go rewards,
no. I
Mikey.
tried
You
to get
gotta realize.
Sturm, Schwinn, you, and Draker. Those were the four, the Fab Four I wanted to bring over. And none of you, I just need one of you to bite. I felt like if one of you would have bitten, I would have gotten the rest of you.
You were
Oh
you were
man.
never in a million years going to get Schwinn. I don't know where you get that idea. Schwinn was a guy who was in my arena shard, who was a good guy, but he was like a top of the line, tip of the spear kind of whale guy, and he was in.
He was interested.
He was not. No, he really. I mean,
He
I
was
think
getting ready to quit.
was
He was getting ready to
curious,
quit.
but he was,
He,
yeah, he
no, he
was
was
in
getting ready to.
Caw or something. He was in Caw. He was not going to come to Good Morning
No.
Corrigan. He
He
was in
hit me out.
Caw.
I swear to you, he was getting ready to. He was considering quitting, and he wanted to play the game and enjoy it because he didn't enjoy
Yeah,
it
I
when
mean,
we
he
were with.
did quit, and part of it was he just got burned out of being in one of those
Right.
super guilds. But the reason he was in a super guild was because he liked getting the rewards that the super guilds get. So, and he
Whatever,
had the
dude. I'm
GP
gonna
to
look
do
it
it.
up and
So,
post it. He mentioned it. I have it in the DM probably.
yeah,
Well, you
again, I
two
don't
are.
think he's. Yeah, I'd love to see the
There's
actual
no
quote.
way.
Yeah, there's just no
Well,
way.
you two are stroking each other.
This is not going to happen, Mike. It's not going to happen. It
Well, you
wasn't
two
going to
are
happen.
virtually stroking each other. I will look it
So
up.
Schwinn's account now, he sold it, and let's see. Of course, he's still my real. I'm gonna look him up right now and see what his current account currently stands at. let's see if that's who I remember he sold it to. It could have changed names or a couple times. Shit, I don't even remember what the name is now. I'm looking, I don't see it.
That guild probably couldn't even like full start Hoth.
Yeah,
It was not.
probably.
It's the rewards were just, and I know Mikey, you're not a big fan of rewards.
Mikey doesn't like rewards. That's true. Mikey hates the rewards. But in any event, yeah. So Schwinn or Schwinn. Woods, tell us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? We always like to give a little background on our new guests on the podcast. Tell us how long you've been in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and your GP and all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, I've been playing probably since 2018, maybe
Okay.
2019, somewhere in
Okay.
there. But my first year, because it takes forever to level to 85. I couldn't, but I just played it super casually. I didn't even
Uh-huh.
realize there, like when I unlocked guilds and I remember playing territory battles for like, I don't know, it seems like 6 8 months and not even understanding what it really even was.
What you were
I just
doing? Yeah.
deployed. But then, God, when SLKR came out, that's when I started to get, that's when I started getting
Serious.
involved and playing a lot
That
Oh
more.
was yeah,
man.
that was 20, that was summer spring early part of 2020 is when he first came out. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
20, yeah, so that's when I started playing it a lot more. So now my accounts, I'm 13.06 million.
Woof, that's a big
Um,
count, Mike. That's a real big account.
He's he doesn't play, man. That's why I couldn't. He was even big when I asked him to go to the to the
Good
guild I was
morning,
trying to start.
Korriban podcast.
Yeah.
So you're at 13 million. What's your current guild that you're in, if you don't mind telling?
yeah, I'm in overpowered Phoenix.
Overpowered Phoenix. And what's your
Overpowered
guild's
Phoenix.
GP?
That's gotta be high.
Uh, it's like 620, I think, right around
Nice.
there.
Nice.
49.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty
We
big.
got 49 members, Sturm, so maybe.
Haha. I'm in well,
But
all right. So I'm always,
Oh
me,
shit. Oh,
any
he's recruiting. Oh
if,
how long
if
have you been in? You've been in your guilds now for how long, man? Way
I've been
too
in
long,
this,
Chris.
so I've been in this guild for a while now. I can't remember how long it's been. It's been a good chunk of
Recruiting.
time. And I like them fine. Here's what I like about this guild is I can be a slack ass and I don't get a lot of shit if I want to be a slack ass.
Right.
So it's called Bears with Sabers and we're at 629 million.
So you're
And
bigger than ours then.
yeah, well, but we're at 50 out of 50. So if I join, we'd be bigger.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right.
ooh, if I
Swing
joined,
the
oh
tide.
wow, he's
As I'm
stroking
at
your own.
12, the adults are talking, Mikey. Hold on a second.
Yeah, sorry.
So my GP right now is 12 point, I think I just crossed 12.5. Where's my fucking, there it is. 12.54. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Sexy Ray put me over the 12.5 mark.
there you go.
But so it part of me, I've always disliked the name of my guild, Bears with Sabers, this guild, because I just think that's kind of dumb
Sure.
sounding. But then again, was it overpriced Phoenix, overpowered Phoenix? It's not that much
Yeah,
better.
overpowered Phoenix.
Not gonna lie, it's not that much
Yeah, it's not the
better.
best name.
But yeah, I'm always being the guild whore that I am. I'm always looking to jump ship. The problem is, so tell me about your guild and how do they
Don't you have Draker
manage
in your guild?
everything? And Draker is in my guild, so I'd hate to
Oh,
bail on Draker too.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah,
take
no.
one with you.
We're. I mean, it's good. I've only been there for a little while. I I jump guilds all the time too. I'm always looking for guilds too. I just kind of. I even think I joined one of your guilds one time
It's
at one
possible.
point. Um, I can't remember which one that was, but anyway, we're what do we got? We're not quite at the full on the Naboo raid, which I mean that's the thing about that raid, right? I keep wondering if I think we ought to try to get the full crate on the Naboo raid because I think it's going to be around for another probably like 6 months if I had to
Yeah.
guess, just based off their last things reporting. But we're like the next box to that. We get like 41 stars. We were going to get 42, but somehow we screwed it up yesterday and we didn't quite get a star. So we're
Wait,
still at 41 on
are you talking about
ROT.
raids or are you talking about territory battles?
Well, both. So the territory battles were at 41 stars, and on the
Okay.
raid we're next to max crate.
So you guys get the 416 crate?
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. So we get, yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten the 416. We always get the 265.
Oh man. Yeah,
Is
that's those rewards just going out the window.
that's true. The war, I mean, yeah,
Recruiting
Those
message.
make three awards. But it seems
that's
like you got plenty of R9 rewards. Holy cow! When did you R9 on your first order? Because you only had two there for a while. Next
I
thing you know, I
had
look and you got
so
you got
yeah,
all five of them.
I had two of them R9 and I had saved up enough. I have the whole team R8. And
Right, I saw
so
that. Me,
all I
I'm
needed
super
to
jealous about that.
Yeah, so all I had to do was, and I've done that for a long time. I just like, here or there. There was a time, maybe about a year ago, and I was like, I want the whole team R9, the entire squad, the entire faction, but that's too
Right,
much. But I was like, I can at least do a whole R8 team, and I did that. And then once they announced, Rey, I was like, okay, well, first, like, I get Rey to R9, and then at that point, I had already had SLKR and crew at R9 and she'd be
right,
three. So I'm like, I had enough saved up for two more, and I actually ended up getting three more to R9 because I put first order stormtrooper to R9 as well. And
right.
lately I put Sith Trooper to R9, but he's been on the bench with my like in the arena. I used double tanks with Faust and
You use both crew and him.
yeah, I used
Yeah,
the double
those
tank.
R9 takes are thick. I R9 first order stormtrooper. Like I can't remember. It's been quite some time just because he's an R9 tank and he's
Yeah,
first order. I can't
right.
quite. I haven't quite R9 Hux yet. I did R9 Sith Trooper. Does that help on ships at all with the first order fleet?
I haven't been using it. I used it as a
Yeah,
counter in GAC, and it worked about the same. I don't think it's going
Oh,
to
I
make
was
a
gonna
difference.
ask
yeah.
him about that Woods because I know Sturm puts a lot on his ships. So I was gonna, you got a first order fleet ships wise?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was honestly one of the first things I even remember about your guys' podcast is when you did that video, Sturm, when you were on somebody's podcast or doing something and you had a video where the first order fleet would take out a negotiator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
listening
like
to
that was
that.
like
That
one of the
was
first things that was like one of the first things I was like, oh man, here's someone that loves the first order fleet.
yeah, because he
Yeah.
bailed. He fucking
It's so
bailed on that
great.
podcast like three fucking times, and then he finally just showed up. The guy who's no longer doing it, Logan took over for him.
Oh really? That was the same guy. So he'd
I
been
think
around a while
I
then.
think so. Yeah, I think so. Right, Sturm wasn't it him?
I don't know. I've been on a bunch of podcasts over the years
Yeah.
promoting the first
For
order.
what? You've been you've been sneaking, huh?
This is before we even had a podcast. Remember, I was on the oh, what the hell was it called? I can't remember now.
I can't remember either.
I can't rember. They had
Oh,
a
the one you
YouTube
did, the one you
show.
did.
It was
Yeah,
great. They were great folks, and they had me on two or three times talking about the First Order. Was a woman was the one of the hosts, and God, what were they called now? I can't even fucking remember. It's been so long. I
they're
don't even know if
probably
they're
not
still
around
around. I
anymore.
don't. Let me see if I can look through my Discords and see if I can find out who they were. 'Cause all your Discords stick around forever.
Yeah, I can't remember.
What the
I
hell
just
was it?
remember seeing the first order fleet climb up every day. When I started climbing every day off that video, I was like, oh man, this is.
Yeah,
It's
look
been
at
a long
that. I
time since
love
I've seen the
it.
first order fleet on the top, though. I feel like there's absolutely no chance to beat the Leviathan or the Profanity.
I love that. It's funny because I climbed to the top of my arena chat with my first order team, and everyone's like, "Oh,
That's right.
Sturm's back." I was like, "That's right, that's right."
uh, I know in the last, what, 2 weeks or a week? It's only been a week, right? It came out of, well,
Yeah,
it came out on
it's been
Monday,
a week
right?
and a half. Yeah, week and
A
a
week and
half.
a half. So
Yeah.
I've never played in Squad Arena so much as I have in the
Oh,
last
wait, no,
week and
no,
a
it's
half.
not even been a week and a half. It's been 5 days. You're right.
It
It
came
came
out
out on
on
Monday.
Monday,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it was it's a blast.
So before we get off of your background, so you've been playing. Obviously, you're not really. I would say you're probably not free to play, right? You must be somewhat of a dolphin at the very least if you've only been playing for
Yeah,
5 years or so seriously, and you're at the over
yeah.
13
I
million.
always get like the what do you call it? The ones that actually make sense mostly, right?
Right.
The new episode pass and then the conquest pass.
Okay. Do you do this? Do you do the Super Conquest Pass or do you do the?
No,
Okay. I always do
yeah.
the Super Conquest Pass.
You
That's where
you
I
like that extra
splurge. I
energy?
love the Super Conquest Pass, and it's $30. I'm like, fuck. I hate paying the $30, but I
Yeah,
love the free swapping of the stuff, the extra energy bonuses, and then you get a couple extra bonus discs, which is kind of cool. So I just like,
right. That helps out a little
I'm
bit,
gonna
but
splurge. I don't give a fuck.
But the thing about Conquest, though, didn't you think this last Conquest was like borderline enjoyable? I don't know if it was just because I was getting ready at the end of it, but it was so much. It was so much better than the last ones. Like it wasn't as grindy when it only has to win like 10 or 15 battles.
Yeah, that's always a
It was.
plus.
Remember when it was like 40 battles and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's too
That
much.
just sucked. That's where I almost like left the game. Like I'd log in and barely do enough. I actually was sitting in a guild that was as bad as the old guild that you guys had
As bad as
forever
Good
for like
Morning
4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Mikey? Man, you got smacked there, buddy.
That's all right. That's
You
all
got
right.
smacked,
I
man.
did
It
my
would have been a
best.
fun guild though.
I
Anyway,
did my best.
I was.
Me
It's
and
true. You did do
Junior,
your best.
me and Junior did a good job. We did the best we could. And you know what? We had a couple low level like guilds. We were doing like the Rancor raid. And we were about to get something else. It was back when I forget what the next one was, but like we were getting close. We were getting close, and I was there. And that the girl I'm not allowed to talk about anymore. I promised I'd never mention her name.
Oh my
She
gosh!
gets
Want me
so
to do it?
mad.
I'll find her. No, just
I
kidding.
can't remember who she was, but she gets so mad at me for like trying. You can't bring. I'm like, dude, we're just trying to get people. Like we need numbers. I need some bigger accounts in here. Like I want this to blow up. I want to be like recognized. You know,
Right.
like it's kind of like when you want. Have you seen the Netflix thing with the OJ trial yet? The fourth
I
the
haven't seen
four
that one.
part
No.
series where he's like OJ's in like college. It's like, what do you want? I just want everybody to know who I am. I just want to be famous, and that's what I wanted for that guild. I wanted it to be like amazing, and it
Hey, I
just
think it'd
fell
be great.
apart.
I'd totally join a guild if it could do more. It's got to be able to
I know.
tell
Well,
me.
I was at that point. I was about to. I was like on it. I could feel it. I'm like, man, I am so close to getting over
Well,
that hump and getting a couple more big names in here.
I will
And
say,
then
Mike, I felt you were actually pretty close to the tipping point. Like, if it was
I
one
know
point,
I
I was
was.
like,
And then you
wow,
know
he was
what?
actually kind of close. He might do this. He might pull it off.
Yes. And you know what happened? It literally fell apart in like 7 hours. Like it literally fell apart. And like,
Oh
it
man,
was definitely less than a day. I'm gonna go 7 to 12 hours. Everything just
just
fell
fell
apart.
apart.
Like it was over.
Oh man,
It's
And
that's
then
just funny.
it it it
because
could
like the girl and me and there was another really cool guy from England who would set up all our stuff on Discord. He was really good. He was on the fence about not playing as much or going to a different guild. And then Junior was talking about he was tired of this game because he didn't like the shit that was coming out. And then, basically Junior kind of was saying, yeah, if he leaves, I leave. And then that dude from England just bounced. She just went ghost. And then the lady got mad and I got mad at her. And I was like, we're all, she just bounced. And then they all took like anybody who was worth it, they just took with them. And that was it. It was over. It was ended in it was I was sitting there, I'm like, I was so close. I'm like, I'm sitting there I was in California at the time. And I was like, it's over. I'm like, I felt it. Like like when you feel it,
Felt it.
you know, kind of like Al Pacino and like in a Heat where he's like, it's over, he's gone. Except I never
Right.
got Robert De Niro. He never, Robert De Niro didn't go kill the guy. Robert De Niro just left. Like it's just like it's over. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, it's over. It's over. Bye. I'm
It's
going home.
over.
Bye. So that was it.
I've got a message here back in what was it, 2021, August 11th. You haven't gotten 500 tickets since you joined the guild. The girl's name is not happy. And I just like I said, just get 50 out of 50 accounts and then boot me.
Yeah. So then that's what the issue was because it was you and it was fucking Draker. And you and Draker had your big accounts. And I was trying to get both of you to bring your big accounts in. You both were saying the same thing. Like, there's just not enough rewards. Like, there's not, like, you need to get a couple more. We were just doing the Rancor raid. You need a couple more raids in there, bump it up, a little bit more. And then, I'll consider it. And I just never could get, and like the lady kept, I'm like, you cannot kick, because she kicked Draker first. I got mad.
Oh, right.
Yes, I got mad because I told her not to. And she did it. She's like, dude, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. These guys can bring other people in. Like, these are two people I
Yeah,
know.
that's who you
I've talked
need.
to. They've been on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like if we all can get together and say fuck this game and kind of get some bigger names, then and she's like, what about your podcast host? I go, well, he's going to be probably the last one to come in because he is literally not worth it.
Man.
He is not coming in unless you get a perfect name. He probably won't like the name, even though it's his podcast. He'll probably want a different name, and he'll want like a couple more things. He's a prima donna, so we just need to make sure everything's set up before he goes, that doesn't make any sense. He should be here to support you. I'm like, he's not going to do it. I know.
Well, for the record, the podcast should have been named "Good Morning Taco Donna." That was my suggestion. I relented. I compromised. I regret it to this day that we're Korriban and not Taco Donna.
I would love to go on a podcast named Taco Bell. Like what?
Good morning, Taco Donna. It's not a taco. It's an alien planet, man. It's from Force Awakens. Woods knows all about Taco Donna, right, Woods?
See, that's me. I don't. I don't know specifics about names or places, right? I watch the movies, but I'm not gotten deep into it. So what is Taco Donna?
What's her name? Maz
Kanata. Right.
Her castle, and where Kylo defeats Rey for the first time. He defeats her and takes her prisoner. That's Taco Donna.
Right. Right. Yes. Oh, I should have been named Taco Donna now.
See, there you
Mikey,
go.
Where did you move? Where did you drop the ball on?
Not the Sith home world. Can you imagine that? Like, good morning, Taco Donna. That's how
it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it does sound.
I like it.
I would have said it like that, like Elvis singing Blue Christmas. Good morning, Taco Donna. Every time, just
could have been Good Morning Star Killer Base. I mean, that would work. You know,
wow.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Wow. Exegol.
Everybody loves the name. So whatever.
Yeah, it was
Exegol. That's where all the Sith
Good
got
morning,
together,
Exegol.
Right?
Yep,
exactly. Should have been okay with that. All the Sith were there.
Now you're bringing back all these bad memories, and you're distant on the name of the podcast. This is great. Sturm
Mikey, I don't mean it like this. I love the podcast, but that old Good Morning Korriban guild was kind of like for the type of people that don't spend their energy every day. That's
right.
For the people that do. We got to raise the standards there.
Yeah, we did.
But it'd be sweet if you could get one going. You got to be able to get. You guys got some pull, don't you?
It's too hard. It's so hard. You really need a core of
because you need
30 plus people to start. Yeah. Because you need to have that kind of weight, and because people aren't going to leave their guild if they're going to lose their rewards. And
that was as close as I got because there was something that happened that was, I don't know if it was the beginning of Relics or something happened where something major was going on in the game, and that was my time where I was like, people are either going to quit, not be able to be part of their guild. So I was trying to get those higher end people who were getting kicked from their guilds for not doing this or not liking that, or and just have something like I said, I was so close yet so far away. It was close. I'm telling you, guys don't think so. Sturm doesn't think so.
I remember guilds can fall apart pretty quickly. I remember joining one, and it dissolved in like a day because one faction got pissed at the other one, and they were from Britain. They started calling each other cunts, and next thing you know, everybody left. Like, oh shit! It went from like whatever, it went 25 people just vanished like that. So hard to build a guild, easy to kill one.
Yeah, that's you can't trust, and also never trust Sternbach in a guild because
what are you talking about?
He'll throw you under a bus. What are we 0-2 now? Are we 0-2 on the guild? You and I?
What do you mean 0-2?
Didn't you get kicked out of one of Sturm's guilds?
He got kicked out of multiple guilds.
Sturm got kicked out of.
I got us kicked out of one guild
because Sturm did not like the fact that he had to report or download an app.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
In order to attack, and he was attacking, and I'll never forget because the guy's like, "You attacked," and he's like, "I won." He's like, "But you still attacked."
Yeah,
he's like, "But I still won." And they're going back and forth, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, like, he's obviously an attacker. Don't make him post on defense, and then therefore he can just attack. I'll post on defense because I don't like attacking because I don't have as good tunes as he does." And then next thing you know, we both got kicked.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
kicked too. You were.
we got kicked
Yes,
on a
because I
couple
was
guilds.
associated with him. And
That's
then there
right.
was
I
a
think I remember that.
the
That's
only
funny.
time I ever got kicked out of guild that was my fault was they wanted me to get some light side characters. Like you need to work on a couple light side characters on a light side
No,
kit. Now and Sturm came
no.
to me like 3 times. And
Yeah,
he's
you
like, dude,
need to. You
like
still need
he's
to.
like he's like he's like he's like they're getting on me because I know you and you're not listening to them and we're gonna get kicked. And he's like, I like this guild. And I was like,
The
I
one
am
guild he
not.
doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, I was like, I am not gonna waste my time to fucking try to get some radish ship, which I still don't have. I think it was radish. And I was like,
Still
some,
don't have
some fucking
profundity? Jeez,
fish
Mike.
or for fun. It was one of those. It was one of those. It was around
Jeez,
that
Mike. Jeez.
Oh.
time. That's the only one I'll take the blame for. The rest are his fault.
So yeah,
The new thing with guilds now though is like because it used to be light side, right? Just for the TV battles. But now you try to go to guilds because everybody wants territory where Omicrons now, it seems like.
those
Yeah.
are the worst too. I
Yeah, the
hate
They are
omnis,
territory
the
the
worst.
omnis are the biggest thing. Everybody wants those. They need them.
Yeah,
They need to
yeah,
level stuff up.
yeah.
Oh, I still sign in every day thinking I'm gonna get kicked from my guild. So
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't been kicked yet. That's completely
they
true.
seem to like my, you know,
Your laissez-faire
I don't
attitude.
know the way that I play. Apparently,
They love seeing that energy at 144.
Yeah, right.
yeah, they love it. They love it.
Zero
I mean, we
tickets,
got.
zero attacks, zero defenses posted. I'm sure they love all that, right?
I post defenses, you jerk, and dude. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta check. I missed my first round for the fucking
Yeah,
gag.
zero
Signed up for it.
gags. Yeah, at least you signed up.
All right, I'm
So,
still in the setup. We got an hour
Oh
and
man.
27 seconds before
Yeah,
I
you're
get
on your
that.
path to what is it?
is it
Chromium now? You're trying to get
carbonite? No, he's
you're
got to
in
get the carbonite
carbonite,
5
right?
first. You're going all the way
Yeah,
down and then back up, right? That's the
I
goal,
was gonna
Mike.
say it only takes because I was basically like hardly doing GAC or anything until they announced Dark Side Ray. Then I
yeah,
got super back into the game, and now I'm in Kyber 2.
yeah.
There
So
you
in
go.
3 months, I didn't lose a single GAC for like 3 months.
Well,
To seem like
as you can see, I've already missed the first
too.
round,
Oh my
so I'm in.
God.
I'm in
Let's go
carbonite 2.
Oh,
review.
Mike.
Wait, well, okay, wait, hold on. Hold on to that. Before we get into the
Let's do a roster review of Mikey's account. We want to see this. I gotta.
yeah, I want to see what roster beats you. But first, one last, we finished our introduction to Woods. We keep going all over the
Oh my
place. So
god.
we're almost done with that. Woods, I just always like to ask also if there's anything else, your background with Star Wars or history or anything else you want to share with us as it relates.
No,
He was
I'm a big sports fan. I like sports. Braves fan.
Rays fan,
No,
yeah.
nothing really.
Yeah,
I do. I mean, Star Wars is like I see. This is the big thing too, right? I liked Star Wars, but I wasn't. We weren't. I don't know how old you guys are, but I wasn't born when Star Wars came out. So, and I did watch the prequels, but the
yeah.
sequels.
I think we're older than you. How old are you?
I'm 41.
Wood. Okay, 41. Well, I'm 40 older than 40 upper than that. But what are you?
Wow, 40 upper than that. What are you on a fucking date, dude? Like, you never ask a lady her age. I'm 46.
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm a handful of years older than both of you guys. So just
yeah. He's in his 50s. He's
I'm
old
not
as
in my
that's
50s.
why
I'm not
that's
fucking
why he's
50
so
old.
that's why he's so crusty.
I'm getting
A
closer than I like
handful,
to be.
a handful to me is I have 5 fingers on my hand. So a handful to me puts you solidly in the
I'm
51 age
not
range,
in the
sir.
50 range, sir. Okay, so you
Doing
were
math.
well 41. You must have been, I'm trying to do my math here now. So yeah, you must have missed the original trilogy, but what were you like 20 or 15 or something when the sequels came out? The prequels, I
Yeah,
mean?
I think I was in high school when the sequel came out, and then
The prequels, yeah.
yeah,
And
so
then gosh, it's been 10 years since Force
yeah, I think it's like
Awakens.
the 10-year anniversary, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. This was end of the year will be 10-year anniversary and the 10-year anniversary of this game. So since you love the First Order as much as almost as much as I do, Woods, tell us why what is it about the First Order that you find so intriguing?
Well, okay, so because Kylo Ren is amazing, man. He's
Yeah.
like my favorite character
Yes.
in all of Star Wars. He's
Exactly.
absolutely
Thank you.
incredible. And
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that lightsaber,
Is the
like, I
coolest.
don't know if you remember or not, but this is what made me I really like him. Remember the first trailer when it came out, when you see
Yeah.
Kylo turn on his lightsaber,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
The
like
side guards come
comes
out and
out
you're like,
those,
yes.
and it was like all like just the way that it wasn't like a uniform, like it was all
Yeah,
crackling
it's
and
jaded.
everything.
Yeah, it's jaded.
Oh my gosh, that was like the best moment in trailer history that I've ever seen.
It
That was
was.
incredible.
It was
I love
incredible.
that.
It
That
was.
was so fun.
Yes. See,
Anyways, I
my
think Kylo Ren's a great character. So
fantastic character. I 100% agree with you.
You guys give no facts. You sound like you're like just back, like you just generalize. You gave. Okay, you like the lightsaber. Okay,
Yeah.
well, the
all
lightsaber is
right.
awesome. He's Han Solo's son. Han Solo's like probably the second best character in Star Wars. They're
I
pretty
mean, Han
close.
And
Solo's
he's Darth
cool. Yeah.
Vader's grandson. I
Son,
mean,
yes.
come
Who's
on.
Darth Vader, the
And
whiniest
he's and
little
he
bitch
would
on
have
the
been
planet?
Palpatine's stepson. I mean, my gosh.
Right.
So were you before Force Awakens came out? Would you have called yourself a Star Wars fan, or were you just more of a casual fan? You didn't care as
Yeah,
much?
I was much more of a casual fan.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm not like I've never read any like Star Wars books or anything, but
Uh-oh.
I
Sacrilege
think
to
at the
Mikey over there.
I know, right? Mikey, you're whenever you finish your Star Wars book that's technically not a Star Wars book, I'll read
Yeah.
that one. That'll be my I'm waiting for that one to be
Okay.
my first one.
Yeah, I'm working
Maybe can you
on,
edit it? Because Mikey's looking for an editor. Maybe you can edit it for him. I
yeah,
I'll edit it. I'll throw Kyler in it
yeah.
somehow.
Yeah,
don't
well, I'm close to finishing the book, before, but like I'm telling you right now, I got so into the Old Republic because I was kind of a decent Star Wars fan. I was a huge, like, as a
Right?
kid, I was more like Superman, like Christopher Reeves, and then I was more, on that side of things. And I never really watched Star Trek until Next Generation. So when it came to Star Wars, I was a huge, huge Han Solo fan because obviously Harrison Ford was
Yeah.
shit.
Kylo's dad is this
So
yeah.
him and Lando, him and
know.
Lando brought me in, right? And I love Luke as an actor, like overall. Like he's done obviously he's one of the most
Right.
epic Joker voices of all time. But like he's just a really good actor. So like
Right.
I enjoyed him. I just felt like Anakin was such a whiny little bitch. Like, I never enjoyed his character, and I never thought that his like helmet was all like it was. He's cool, but I just never thought it was like something like obviously James Earl Jones's voice was cool, but like I just never
Yeah.
bought into the storyline of it. So then once I started playing this game, that's when I got into OR because I started figuring out there was a Old Republic, and then once I read all those books,
Right.
like yeah, like you'd love the Star Wars OR book. Like I found a nice little niche in the storyline where I could create a character.
Cool.
So, and he's a badass. He's dark as fuck, and he's a male, not a female. He's a male character. So we got that for Star Wars. That's probably why they won't like it because I picked a sex for a character. But
Oh my God.
anyway,
Here we go.
um,
I don't know what Mikey's
male
problem is.
character. He's a man. He's a male Sith character. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, so I'll let you guys know because I'm excited for it.
That's
Like
cool.
I've literally typed out 64 pages.
Yeah, let us know.
Stopped it like mid book, but I'll let you know for sure.
But yeah.
right.
Anyway, and the funny thing about this game too, like I didn't even download this game. My kid downloaded the game was probably like, I don't know, he's probably 8 or 9 or something, and he just downloaded because he used my iPad, and next thing you know, I started playing it a little bit, and then playing a little bit. And like I said, it really took me like a year and a half before I even understood that there was I almost thought it was just the game, and I didn't realize there was guilds and
All that
territory
shit.
battles and all
Yeah.
this other stuff.
110%. Well, as you know, I joined a Russian guild for my first guild. Right? It was like 50 people. There's like 3 people who spoke English, and I had no idea what I was doing. And same thing, like I just enjoyed the characters. Revan got me into it. I just was kind of floating along. And then I found a guild. How did we meet, Sturm? We met.
You just because I had my own guild, the First Order Arsenal,
Yes, and I
and
joined that.
somehow you got joined up. I don't remember who connected us, if it was
Yeah,
someone else who caught you in, who knew you, or if you
yeah,
just because I would post. When Guild started, that was when I started to kind of branch out, and I was like, I knew that I could sometimes have a particular kind of prickly attitude towards other people,
Right.
and I didn't want other people to be in control of my destiny in this game. And
Destiny.
and so I was like, I'm gonna be in control of my destiny in this game.
Right.
So as soon as guilds launched, I immediately started a guild, and I just started posting shit all over all over the forum message boards, recruiting people.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was like, this is going to be a failure. No one's going to join my guild. No one's going to care, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I had like a full guild and
Really?
it was always at least a top 100 guild, if not top 50 from day one. And going forward, it was
Because
like, I
it
left.
took like 6 months for it to guilds to start, right? Because I remember,
Yeah, Guildson starts, the game launched in like fall of 2015, like October, November
right,
time.
and I joined in April or March because I remember I was at the end of the like it was that free for all tournament, remember that everybody cheated on? So they were
Yeah,
like,
I remember
we
that.
gotta we gotta change that.
But guilds didn't
And then
actually
I
launch until April of the following year, 2016. I think it was April. I mean, I could even go back and probably those posts are probably still up on the forums. But
really,
yeah, guild started like was like March or April of 2016 is when the guild started, and that was when
yeah,
I
because I that's when I joined the Russian one, but I was doing the free for all for months. So I think I joined right like 6 months after launch is when I joined. It was
yeah.
like
So
three
you
or
might
6 months
yeah.
after launch.
So
So
that
I
was
was just kind of lost in the sauce for a while.
yeah, and then I was the guild leader, and back then being a guild leader was a piece of cake because there was nothing. There was like no guild events. The first guild
Right.
was the raid, like the
Rancor.
Rancor raid. That
Rancor.
was it.
Yep.
And the
That was
only
a huge deal. You could get Han Solo. That's when I kind of got into
yeah,
it because,
Yeah.
and
like I said, I liked Han Solo.
the only
Right.
thing you had to worry about then was people who would like preload the guild the raids and who would and do shit like that. Do you remember all that bullshit and people
Oh
getting
yeah, you
pissed
preload it
off?
and hit it. Right, you had to hit it so
They
long,
hit it
and that
early. They wouldn't give people a
yeah,
chance,
that
and
preload was huge for the other raids too. The
Rancor.
yeah, the Rancor,
The
but then there was
challenge Rancor raid. That was
yeah,
absurd. I remember
yeah.
being on the phone being like, I mean, I remember every time we did that raid, you'd have to, the whole guild would have to like get together. You'd have to post it like at a certain time, right?
yep.
Yeah, I hated
Yep.
that
Because you had
shit.
to like store all this. That was the most absurd thing. I think that's probably the most absurd thing in this game ever.
And they
That
would get
was
mad at
crazy.
you if you didn't show up
Oh
at
yes,
times. Yeah,
yeah.
you could get
Oh no,
kicked
you
and all that.
posted damage. You're gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
They
you
were
posted,
so
you
Yeah, we
fucking
had
posted
systems.
6,000 damage, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, we had where you'd get strikes, and then you'd have to we like made people sit out if they did it too often.
Right, right.
And you can't participate in the next raid, and then you get all pissed.
oh my,
And
yes,
that, but nowadays, like coordinating a guild's a million times harder because now you got to get people to
yeah,
fucking deploy when they're supposed to deploy, put
right.
their
Oh yeah.
platoons in when they're supposed to get the
Oh
platoons
yeah.
in.
If
You
you
know, get
guys ever, have you ever deployed and got like that star that you're not supposed to get?
Once, one time,
no, but I have
one time.
missed.
I got yelled at for it.
I've
Oh my
missed
gosh, that's
deployment and cost us a star, so I've done
Oh,
that.
did you get kicked for that? I thought you get kicked for
I
that.
did get kicked for something along those lines. Yeah, I think that
Yeah, I
was
remember
matter of
that.
fact
You
that
were
might have been
mad
what it
as hell
was.
too because you were doing something. You're like, I can't believe it because you liked that guild too. You were mad. I
Yeah,
remember you
I
were mad about
was.
that on your
Yeah,
podcast because you
yeah,
started playing from launch, right, Sturm? Because like I was the same as Woods, where I saw the game and I was fucking around
yeah.
like some
I started. But well, if it wasn't the launch day, it was like within a week or so of launch. Yeah,
yeah, because I was starting messing around like with that. I was doing some farming thing and remember the farm games you could play where you could like plant crops because my daughter would play
yeah,
those. And
yeah.
then she
Those.
played some game called Dragon Vale, which I got into because she was young and she liked that game. And then she played something else. And then like I just saw it in the like on the apps. And I'm like, oh, what
Yeah,
is this? Star Wars? Like I kind of
yeah.
like Star Wars.
And then the only time I took, as everyone knows, I took time off because I got a little burned out. It was more, it was burned out, but it was also, I got pissed off because of the whole Revan nightmare, the Jedi Knight Revan launch. And
Kylo couldn't like one shot a kill. And he literally not only did he
I
leave,
rage quit,
but he
but it was
uh,
burned
I
out.
remember
It was
that.
burned
I
out.
remember
It
you
was
dude,
guys
burned
he
talking
out.
about that.
left the fucking guild, didn't say anything to anyone, didn't say anything to me, and just like literally ghosted the entirety of everything that he knew.
I was angry. I was so
Almost
upset.
like he was like Jack Reacher moving from town to town. And he just went ghost. And everybody's like, "Is a pod?" I remember I was trying to keep the podcast alive, having
No,
people
that was
come up.
before the podcast. That was before we launched the
Hey, this
podcast.
seems, Mikey, this seems totally rational though. If like, in what world can Kylo Ren not be Darth Revan?
Right?
Jedi
No,
Knight
it was
Revan?
Jedi
So
Knight
give me a
Revan.
break. Jedi Knight Revan. So I mean,
And you would lose
measured
like
response.
you would
Seems
lose
like
in like
appropriate to me.
Like now I know you guys are just egging me on because
most battles. Most
Revan
battles I'd
would
lose in like 30 seconds in the arena, and I've got so
yeah, and that's
pissed.
how it should be. Like that is probably the most accurate thing in this game you could ever do. Like if
Oh,
they ever come up with
whatever.
DL Revan, he should one shot all those fucking worthless ass tunes. Darth Revan was by far the baddest fucking Star Wars character probably of all time. Like he
Oh,
did more,
whatever.
he saw more, he killed more, he took on everything. Like who did Kylo actually get rid of? Like by
Snoke,
himself.
you mean? You mean like when he
Yeah,
By
Snoke in half?
himself.
Snoke.
By
When he got rid
himself.
of Snoke in half?
He
Snoke.
got rid of Snoke
What do you mean
because
by himself? That was by himself.
Snoke had
Okay,
one.
you know what? This is a perfect time to bring this up. By the way, okay. What is this idea that you? What was this thing? This post you put? It was when you're going off on Sturm about what was all this stuff. He thinks the last three movies are the best in the series. His character wears a helmet, but he himself doesn't need it. What is that? I don't understand. What does that have to do with anything?
That's just Mikey.
Because like
It's not anything to
normally,
do with anything.
What
like
is
there's a
Sith
reason.
Marauder? He wears a helmet. So does Revan wear a helmet.
They don't need helmets.
Okay, so let me explain this. Revan wore that helmet
Because it
because
was cool.
that was the no,
Right.
that was the mask of Mandalore that they used. It was a huge fucking deal in the OR because that was basically him saying that he conquered the Mandalorians. He wore that mask as a big like fuck you to the Mandalorians because he took the shit. Like that's why they explain it in the book. I
You're
think
saying it's a Mandalorian mask?
yes, and he gave it back to them. I think in the book, so he eventually gives it back to them because I maybe feels, but I can't remember why.
But then he goes maskless?
He never
has
goes maskless.
He
I don't
has
think
parts
ever.
where he's maskless.
Because
Yes,
we've
he
never
does.
seen Revan's
Okay.
face. No one's ever
Yes,
seen
you
Yeah.
have
Revan's
seen
face.
Revan's face. What are you
Where?
talking
When?
about?
Where and when?
Oh my god! All right, I'll look it
And,
up.
and, and part of it is because it's a video game character who it could be a boy, a girl, or light
In the
side,
book,
dark
you see
side.
his face. Like there's photos of his face.
I mean, the whole
Obviously,
point of him
like
is that, yeah, he can be anybody he wants to be. That's why they put him in a mask. That's the whole point of
Kylo
it. But
just made a mask because his grandfather had a mask. That's
yeah,
why he made a mask.
that's why he wears the mask to
Yeah.
honor
That's
His
why Snoke
grandfather's
said,
Darth
"Take
Vader.
that ridiculous fucking thing off your
Yeah.
head."
Yeah,
you
and he cut him in
child.
half because of that.
He showed him who's
Oh my
boss,
God.
Mike.
That's right. Snoke can't tell
And
him
he
to put
didn't
off
even
that
do it in
mask.
combat. Like Kylo's not even that good of a fucking combat artist. What are you talking about?
What do you, he killed anybody he wanted.
Girl.
Holy cow.
Did you
He
see
killed
the
everybody.
girl
Did you
who
see
had never held a lightsaber before?
Did you see
That's literally a lie in a movie.
Well, first
Oh
of
my
all, he
gosh.
got blasted by Chewie's fucking
Oh wow.
Yes.
and was bleeding.
Crossbow.
And
Beam.
he's been trained with a lightsaber
Second
since
of all,
probably
Ray
fucking walk.
Ray is a
Like,
Palpatine with all of like the
and
four.
what made him turn?
Hey,
He's a furnace of
Uncle
force
Luke
power
standing
because she's
over him with the
Palpatine.
lightsaber. So he freaked out and he brought the building
Okay,
down upon him.
that's the other thing that I was like, what is Mikey talking about? He says his character freaks out on Luke instead of asking. Totally passive aggressive. And I'm thinking he wakes up in the middle of the night and Luke Skywalker's over
Ready
you
to
with a
murder him.
lightsaber
Yes.
drawn, and you want him to have a
Uncle
conversation.
Luke, who's
And he
never
destroys
done a
the
thing
Jedi
to
Temple.
anybody in his
He
life.
kills
And
the Jedi
Kylo-
Temple and every Jedi
Yes.
Kylo.
except for Luke.
Okay, Woods. Okay, I'll tell you what. If
Unbelievable.
if you're ever gonna read any books for Star Wars, let's just start with the series. What was the series called? Sturm, I always talk about it. What was the series called
I don't know.
when it was basically the same timeline? It's basically the movies ripped off of a bunch of books. That were
Oh,
made
you're
already.
talking about like the
What's it
sequel.
called? It's like
It's the Kevin Anderson books, I think.
It's 9 or 10 books that came out way before the movies and took
Yeah,
parts of
the
the movie.
90s stuff. Or the not Kevin Anderson. It was no, I know what you're talking
No, it was
about.
it was like
It's like with
8 authors.
Jason Solo or
Hold
Jaden
on, hold on, hold
Solo or
on,
the
hold on.
twins and
Okay,
all that
hold on, hold on.
bullshit.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
that when Luke goes bad? Doesn't he go to the dark side?
I don't remember. They're okay books, but
Anyway,
like they're all like it's whatever. I never thought they were the best. I remember thinking they were good, but not great. But a lot of people were complaining because they thought they should have made the movies based on those books, and Disney didn't, and blah blah blah.
yeah, the movies are great. They're fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
don't get me wrong. Like,
100%
there's
agree.
some things that could be better, but every single, like the prequels and even the originals have stuff that's absurd in them.
It's called.
They
Look at
all
this.
do.
Even
Yeah.
looks. This even fucking looks like Kylo. Look at this shit. This book came out when? This is called. It's Legacy of the Force. There's like I don't even know how many books there are, and they were. This one was made. This one was printed in. Because I don't read a lot of non-OR stuff. There's just no date. Why is there no date? It should be in. Yeah, here it is.
Well,
2008. This is
oh,
this
not
this
as old
book
as I
was
thought. We should talk about the game, Mike. We haven't even started really talking about the
Legacy of
game
the
in this
Force. It's got like
podcast.
12 fucking books, and it's if they would have made the movie after this, I might have actually been a
What's it
Kylo
called? Revelation? Let's show the book. Show it
No,
Revelation.
again. Let's
this
see
is
it.
one of the books. And
Legacy of the Force. Okay.
yes,
All
there
right.
was
I don't know.
There's a reason why that stuff's not canon now, too.
That's
yeah,
Because when
because
they canonize stuff, next thing you
because
know, they try to
Kathleen
make
Kennedy can't
they
stand a good fucking storyline. That's why.
no, because in random books, they all of a sudden make the they make what's that guy's name that you guys were talking about? God, what's
which guy?
the snow guy on Hawk?
Yeah.
What's his
This-
Wampa? Yeah, because
oh
they
yeah.
make a
Oh,
canon.
Wampa.
The reason why it's not canon because people take dumb ideas and make a Wampa like meet Luke later on somewhere with a bunch of Wampas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wampa's a
Nine
beast
books.
out by
Exactly.
himself in the middle of
All right, all
nowhere.
I'm saying is read these 9
Exactly.
books called Legacy of the Force and tell me it's not a
Uh,
direct timeline and mirror to the fucking actual movie. So Kathleen ripped off of that, but she rubbed her little LBGQT all over it, and
Oh, God.
she made it what it is, which is a watered down version of the book. I'm telling you, and the girl wins in these books, not to ruin everything, but there's a girl character who wins everything, and she's strong and she's powerful, and she's actually worth reading about. So fuck all you people who say I don't like that shit. Because I love strong women characters if you write them in well. So anyway,
Well, Ray was a great female
Anyway.
character. Anyway,
yeah,
but,
I thought she was great.
yeah, I love Ray.
okay. Well, let's talk about
It's a good
Ray
segue
because,
to talk about.
yes, let's talk about Ray because
Ray.
we're about to talk about Ray even more. Go ahead. This is where
Yeah. So
you two just
why don't we, yeah, let's talk about
share
Mike. First of all, Mike,
screens.
you never got her unlocked, right? You still have her locked. You couldn't get her on Conquest.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I currently have her at she is 142 out of 330 stars. I had so like
Embarrassing.
and I feel bad
It is
because I actually
embarrassing.
wanted this character because it's a dark side character and it was someone that I actually, like I like dark side characters better than light side characters. So I actually wanted to get this, but there was like 2 conquests right in the beginning where I was traveling. I just didn't even get like past sector 1 or something. It was bad. But
You're saving your resources for Jocasta Nu, I bet, right?
I don't even know who that is.
She's the librarian who's the next
Yeah,
Oh
conquest.
yeah,
you should
that's who
see
that is.
that.
Yeah, I already blocked that out because I don't know if I
Remember,
could
she's
obtain
got 2 minutes. You're gonna love this. She's got like 2 minutes of screen time in Attack of the Clones when she's like,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's like, I'm looking for this lost planet, and she's like, well, if it's not in the Jedi archives, it must not exist.
Oh, that lady. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And then they made
Well,
a
they love
couple.
doing that. We have some major character. Like, that's the same thing that happened with life support Palp, right? Like he was only on screen
Well,
probably.
but he's a major character.
You can't compare the
Jocasta Nu, yeah.
librarian to Emperor Palpatine.
Well, yeah, but
What are
like
you
he was
doing?
like like for screen time purposes, like just
Well,
palpable.
but Jocasta knew is like a nobody. Like no one had heard of her before, no one heard of her since, except for she
Right.
did
Oh,
have an arc in a comic book. That's where they have this lightsaber rifle, which I'm like, wait, what is a lightsaber rifle?
Or a
How is
rifle,
it
yeah.
different than a blaster rifle? I don't even understand. May have to read
I
these
don't
comics
either.
to see what's going on. A lightsaber
I
rifle. But in
wish,
any
I
event, that's
wish, I wish that they would have that much attention to detail for some of the OR books because there'd be some really awesome characters they'd come out with. And there'd be a whole man, they could do a whole thing with the OR, but
well,
they're
why don't you
fucking
write a letter to Kathleen Kenny and explain this to her, Mike? Or
just
Yeah, so
have you already done it? And she
that's
told you go
right.
no,
fuck
I
yourself.
I haven't done it, but like I literally I shit you not,
Does
my
Kathleen
buddy.
Kenny have a restraining order against you,
No,
Mike?
she does not, but she might eventually because I kid you not. Like I talked to my friend who's a producer in LA about this, and I he gave me the whole skinny on Disney and how the shit works. And if you want to have a voice, that's why I'm writing this first book, so I can write the Star. I'm telling you, dude, like I got this in my head. It's planned out as to
Oh
where I could
man,
make my
There's
OR pitch
yeah,
to,
there's
Lucas
probably
or somebody. Like it's coming.
there
I gotta get everything in
it's
line.
coming.
there's probably
It's
no
coming.
fewer than 1 billion people who literally have a Star Wars book that they want to pitch to Kathleen Kennedy. So
That's right.
All
you're
right. Well,
part of
hey,
the
man,
join the
I'm
club.
just. Oh, hey, you know what? They got to pick somebody, don't they? They got
They
to pick.
do. But I'm not saying you shouldn't try. I'm
Yeah,
saying, be prepared that like he's right. There's a lot of people, and you need to have some kind of name out there before they're just gonna like say,
Right.
"Oh yeah,
But like, I feel like
that's a
Brucey and fucking Long and Sharp was like, oh man, must have been that popcorn. Okay, let's try this book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am ready. I got the pitch. I got the timeline. I got the characters. I've done all the work, man.
all
So
right."
you
that
got to
Well,
write the book
conversation,
though, Mikey.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's
all
coming. It's
right. Well,
gonna
let's
happen.
let's talk about Dark Side Ray, and of
Yeah,
course,
let's do that.
Ray is for anyone who might not know. Of course, we're talking about when she has the vision on the Death Star on and well, no, where's it's not on. I guess it is on
It's
Endor,
on
is
the
where it
planet
falls.
where she
Yeah.
falls in the
Where it
giant black
falls, it must fall
hole.
on Endor, so she must be on Endor, and she's got the vision of what she could be, which would be her in her most glorious fashion as the Empress of the Sith, and they released that into the game, which was amazing, which I have been calling for probably
Yes.
2 years. That Kylo needs a lifter, and she's the perfect lifter. So I'm super excited that she's in the game. So Woods, what are your initial thoughts about Dark Side Ray?
Why don't one of you screen share her
Yeah,
real
can
quick?
you screen share Woods? Do you have the
Yeah.
capability?
Let me. Do I just go? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can
You should
screen
just
share.
be
Let
able to click
me.
on the share button there, and
He's got to give
Yep.
you
should pop
permissions though,
up.
because Sturm doesn't always give
I
permission.
know I got permissions. Everyone's got permissions. Uh-oh, wait, what's this?
I'm trying to screen broadcast this. So
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
know.
okay. So you want to click stop broadcast. That's your screen we're watching right now.
Who me?
Yeah, I think that's your screen, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You want to just
Yeah, but
click
it
on
didn't.
do you have your iPad attached with the game up and everything?
Yeah,
Just hit the green share button on the bottom, and then
Yeah.
it should allow you to click on the
I
Star
don't
Wars
have a
dot.
green.
Like start moving your cursor down towards the bottom of the
You see share on the
screen
bottom of your
here.
window.
Yeah.
I can always share mine too while you figure it
Yeah, I
out.
have share, and then
It
I go.
should
I
be
went to
audio
share, and then
video
it says
participant.
share screen. So if I hit share screen,
Can
I
you
can.
like when I click share, I get a bunch of little windows up that I can just share like the individual like
Right.
watch.
Game, right.
Oh,
So like
mm,
now I can share. Can you
green.
see my screen? I got mine
Yeah,
up.
I got it. You
Yep.
can just go ahead and I
I'll
can't.
just
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't.
I'll just go ahead and do
Yeah,
it.
you can. You're good.
So yeah, I have and we can do an arena battle or two because I got some arena battles
Yeah,
we can
let's see
play.
her.
Let's see, where is she? I
Oh,
passed
arena
by her.
battle.
So yeah, I have her totally maxed out. Now the only thing I haven't done yet really is because I hate mods. So I haven't really had a chance to go in and do mods with her. I took it's ironically enough, I took those off of Jedi Knight Rev and he had a really nice
There you
speed
go.
set. And so I took those off and put them on her. Do you know Wood? I'm not going to ask Mikey because I know he doesn't know Woods. What is the gossip? What's the what does everyone say is the best mod set for
Oh
Ray?
wow, what a jab, bro.
So I think so. I watched a couple of different people. Piempo seems like he's the premier guy for mods, and he
Okay.
came out and basically said that he thinks that a health set and a speed set This is
Health and
ideal.
speed. Now, one
And
thing
then help. Good. I think with a
what
crit damage triangle.
with crit damage trying what and health primaries for pretty much everything else except for speed
Yeah,
on the
that you
arrow.
can.
So that should be crit damage, and then I need to get health, two healths. So so I can work on that. But let me ask you though, one of her specials it gives you that immunity until let's see, how does that go? Let's
And
see,
you can
first
use
order
her. You
You
can
mean
allies.
use.
where nobody can die?
You can
Yeah,
use her
so
anywhere, guys. You can use her
yeah, well,
any,
she has Grand Arena Omicrons. The only trigger,
Yeah, it
obviously, Grand
says
Arena.
right. Yeah,
which is
there's a thing in
basically
their
the
kit that
elite.
basically said, I think it's under the Omicron, right?
So
Is
here's
that nobody out on the first order can die until Ray's taking
right.
a turn. So the theory is
Well,
what you're saying is if she's slow,
so she can't be she's untargetable until all enemies have taken a turn or
taking
are
all
defeated,
enemies.
and
Okay,
then that is while she's untargetable in Gran Arenas, first order allies can't be defeated. So the
right,
question becomes, do we want her to be actually maybe not fast? Maybe we want her to be
right.
slow to extend that immunity. Um, as long as possible. And I saw that the other day, and
Right.
I was like, maybe she shouldn't be fast. Maybe we just need health and
Yeah.
so I
But I
don't know.
think
As
the
if
problem
you,
with that though is
yeah,
that
what,
she gets so much speed otherwise as well. Like she gets like plus 50% speed somewhere in the kit too.
uh-huh.
Um,
She
and so
does,
I think
yeah.
it's kind of hard to make her slow anyway.
Well, Ray is
But you
well,
might
she's debuffed. She gets plus 50 speed, but she's
okay,
untargetable. I mean,
right.
there could be certain skills that, target everybody, like, mass AoEs that put
Right.
whatever debuffs on. But I wonder, maybe it's something I need to play with, make her a little bit
Yeah.
slower. I don't
I
know.
did see so a lot of the videos that I've seen, I haven't seen because when Ray so if so when somebody kills one of your people, they get that blue skull on
The
top
blue
of them. You got to
skull,
go in and
yep.
do you got to do a squad arena or
Yeah, let me
whatever it
do a
is.
squad arena battle here.
And so when they get a blue skull, like if Ray kills that person with the blue skull, then
They come
everybody that that
back.
person killed, they revive. But
Yes.
Take
in a
out
lot of
his
the videos I
mom.
have seen, that
Take out
hasn't
his
happened that
mom.
well.
Say,
But
you're interrupting our
yeah,
guest, Mike.
that's
What were you
right.
saying? You haven't seen
Take
what?
out his mom.
Oh
You want to
God.
take out his Leia.
Yeah, I'll take
So
out there.
it seems like I haven't seen Ray kill that many people.
Yeah, so
But
my one
Vexitron, I don't know if you knew who Vexitron is. I just heard of him recently. But he did a video when he basically ranked up her. He put like a ton of offense on her, and he
uh-huh.
actually did she started actually killing some people, and you actually saw some revives. So part of me has kind of been thinking I want to maybe go heavy offense because
Yeah, I
the
might do
level
that too.
her lightning ability looks awesome for one, and when it deletes people, it's even better.
Yeah, I've had her kill a couple people and I've had that happen. I've had them the people revive, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, my one criticism so far is she doesn't hit very hard, which I mean, I guess
Yes,
she's got a lot of other utility. She helps Kylo ramp up quicker to his ultimate and everything like that. Gives him
yeah,
more
Well, you've
siphon.
always wanted a utility character, yes.
Yeah, but well, I also want her to hit like a fucking tank. I mean, I
yes,
want her
not
to.
everybody can hit like. I mean, I don't know why she's an attacker if she doesn't hit hard, but I always thought attackers
yeah,
hit hard.
Well,
So I
man,
thought when I saw her as an attacker, she was going to bang. But apparently,
it,
from what I've and I've heard
right,
some
yeah.
things by the way too, but she doesn't hit me hard. Is what I've been told too.
So maybe with
yeah,
maybe I need but my offense. We were chatting on the Discord, and you said your offense was over 9,000. Mine wasn't just under eight. So
right.
I gotta play with that. Maybe that'll make her a little bit better.
Well,
But
just make her so people don't die and everybody else can hit hard. Kylo hits hard anyway.
well, it, yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
she help him?
Kylo hits plenty hard. Right now, the
Yes,
weak part of the team I think is Hux. Hux dies so
yes,
fast.
so fast,
He
so
dies so
fast. It's
fast,
Well,
but
absurd.
I
show
don't
us. I want to
know.
see this.
Well,
I've never
okay.
seen her in action.
All right, let me start off with doing a battle. Let me get my screen shared here. You guys see my screen?
I
Yeah.
can. Let's see.
Nice. All right, who should we fight? Should we fight uh why don't
Leia probably.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go after because I can do two battles. I could do for if I go after Leia, then I can't go after
Oh, I see.
there's probably other Ahsokas up above her.
So you've been able to take out Ahsoka?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can take out
Yeah.
Ahsoka. I can't take out. I still can't take out fucking Kenobi, but
I know. What does he do? He does
What?
something where he avoids crit
yeah, because
damage, or
he's the only tune that has crit damage immunity like baked into the kit. Like everybody else, you
right.
need to have a status effect for it, not him. And then it's really
And so
hard
it's
to
hard to get
cut.
your ultimate.
Yeah, it's really hard to get to ultimate, and of course, with anyone with the Sith tag, they start cutting through. And they don't even need to
Uh,
cut under the protection. So, and Rey has the Sith tag, Sith Trooper has the Sith tag. So, yeah, they start going. They start going to town. Here, I'm just gonna go. Let's go after. Let's do this one first.
What?
let's go after.
Yeah, and I
Why
do.
are you
I
fighting
do. I've been
mom?
using the double tank. I think that's been working better for me.
So you've gotten rid of
Sith Trooper, yeah.
Sith Trooper.
Who
Okay.
who do you go after first? I usually
I'm
pick.
not. Yeah, I think I'd go after. Isn't it Ezra or no?
I usually do
Ahsoka,
if there's a fulcrum, I stun her first. But I think I'm gonna
because that
do
Omicron's terrible.
yeah, because she fucking crushes.
Yeah. Hey, Mikey, did you hear that? The most conquest unlocks ever was Dark Side Ray.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Like an initial unlocks.
like on initial unlocks, she smashed the record. So way more than Malgus, way more than
No, I love it.
Wow.
Bane.
So
What was the
which
first? What was the first before that?
Um, I can't. I don't know. I can't remember.
what's
I
the
didn't. I didn't
first
care about second place. They're the first losers, Mikey. We don't, no,
Right.
I'm just
exactly.
kidding.
I
When
got a
No, I'm
timer
just
here. I
kidding.
got a timer here on
I'm
my
not
battle.
sure.
Which skill should I
either
use
your
first?
first or your last, Ricky Bobby.
What skill do you use
So,
first, Woods?
I do malevolent limited because the more you can do that, the better. And then that's kind of how I go.
So you do this first.
Yeah,
How
second
did you
special.
find that stat out?
It's funny. And actually, the Grand Admiral did it. He just put out
Oh,
a video that he talked about it.
oh, okay. That's crazy. Smashed it, huh? Damn.
Just smashed it. Thousands. People love Ray, Mikey.
Yeah, I mean they do think she's hot. So
Well, yeah,
remember when what's her name, Carrie Fisher was like, now they're gonna jerk off to you.
she did not say that.
She did. She said something like that
Oh my gosh.
after a cutscene or something. She's like, now
That's
they're
Did
gonna
she
be
really say
fantasizing
that?
about you. Oh, she did 110%. She didn't say it
Damn.
like that. She said
Yeah.
basically like, now they're
right.
gonna be fantasizing about you instead of me. So
They never put Ray in a gold bikini though. But
See, look how she's doing
seriously.
5K crits, and like that's
yeah,
hardly anything. Like that's disappointing to me when I see
it
that.
is super. I agree, and I think sometimes against that's the problem though, right? When you go against these other GL, they have like so much protection and
They
somehow
do.
these
Damn, yeah,
kits are like
damage.
books. I don't understand what's going on. I just know that they take forever to get through.
Right.
Well, they should have just made her a support character because there's no real support characters for dark side characters. And just made her like an original support character.
She's hitting harder than crew, I'll give her that. 1K.
Yeah, that,
I
right.
can't believe you don't have a foo in there, buddy. Like I don't know what.
Well, the
It's
problem
weird.
with, I mean, it's either going to be Foo or Hux, and Hux's turn meter swap is a little bit better than
Right.
Foo's.
You said Hux dies first anyway. Well, just throw food
Well,
in.
but he's
Well,
got a,
food doesn't
but
last much longer either.
yeah, Foo doesn't
Oh,
last much longer, and there we go.
See, look at
Now
that.
we're
Just
cooking. Just
oh
and now
wow.
you got your
destroys it,
second ultimate.
and that's the
Kylo
best
Ren,
part.
SLKR really is by far the best character in the game, though.
He,
I mean,
yeah, he is.
he was the very first GL. Him and Ray came out at the same time, and he's still like the way he ramps up power or damage.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the best. That's why this game is amazing.
It's
Wow.
actually I'm doing better than I normally do. Usually she'll take out at least Hux and one of the tanks, but right now I'm rocking it.
Yeah, yeah. This is
I
the
hope they come out with a GL Revan next, and all you fucking weirdos just quit, just go bye. I can't beat GL Revan. Oh. Oh, you know what?
Boom.
band.
They couldn't do that
Look at
because
that.
then
But you know what though? The malevolent, her lightning attack does way better with less people, right? Because it averages the
Right,
damage.
right.
So
It's
when there's
just
5 people, it looks like it doesn't
yes.
hit as hard.
It's
When you get
just
down to like 2 or 3, then you start seeing like 80, 100K.
Right. It's just like Rey's, like a light side Rey. She spreads out her damage on her ultimate thing. And the less people are, the
Right.
more damage it does. So, yeah. So that was a pretty good win. That's
That
not
was
too
a great
shabby.
win. I mean, that's the newest GL. Just you didn't
I
lose one person there, right?
No,
You know?
and none of the Amis are active because this is an arena.
Right.
So Rey's still, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm with you. I like it.
I think
Do
God,
you
I
use a
might.
Datacron with that group?
Yeah, I have a Datacron.
Is
The
that the
Datacron I'm
tank one?
using is
The
the
first order stormtrooper?
it's the Kylo Ren Datacron is the one I'm using this one.
So
Oh,
did you use her in GAC yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I think I used it against a Java team, which just destroyed Java. So
See,
you
I did it in my Java team too, but I two manned it. So I
just
did
heard?
just
Oh, just heard?
SLKR and Ray and just destroyed Java. He had no
Oh
chance.
man, maybe I should give that a shot.
So, and that's the thing that I'm kind of hoping. That'd be nice
It's a
if
good
you could two
consistent,
man and then
yeah.
you could use Hux with the first order. So I have been using my first order. I tried that the other day where I know the same reason. So then I had Hux and then I used my first order squad to take out a Zori Bliss team.
It's used. Who do you use? So if you don't use Kylo, Supreme Leader Kylo, what's your non-Supreme Leader Kylo
So
first order
Hux,
team?
so Hux is my lead
Yeah.
with Arna with my Stormtrooper, and then Sith Trooper, um, and then Fu and
Love the
Supreme, or and then Kylo Ren, right?
regular Kylo.
Yeah,
So you've got both
OG
Kylos,
Kylo.
Hux Fu, and Sith Trooper.
Yeah, well, because all my Kylos are R9, I think. So
I need to get I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a full R9 faction. That's my goal. I'm gonna do it.
yeah,
I can't do it today. I would if I could, but
right.
but I might be able to do one today.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
officially at half, 6 out of 12.
Yeah, I'm jealous of your. I think. Well, I think we might be caught up on R9s now, as far as first order teams go, because you just R9'd everybody. You
Yeah.
actually might be ahead,
I have
but
6 out of the 12 I have
yeah,
R9'd.
that's awesome.
Who should I do next? Who would you do next, Woods?
Let's
I
do.
think
We can
Fu,
take out
right?
Leia.
Either no, I mean for to R9. Who should I
Oh,
R9 next? Kylo, original OG
well,
Kylo or Fu?
yeah.
Who
You
would
already
you
have the
R9?
tanks. Those are the most obvious ones, right?
Yeah, right.
Sith Troopers already
I mean,
R9.
Phasma or First Order TIE Pilot, the TIE
I would
pilots, just
probably
because
do Phasma. Well, either one, right? They both have a ship. They're
they
both
all
on the
have
same ship, aren't
ships.
they?
Yeah. Well, Fu has a ship too. Don't forget, Fu's got the
Yeah,
tank
Fu
ship.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kylo's
yeah.
yeah. The only one of those who doesn't have a ship is Executioner.
I would probably do the Thai Echelon Fu, just because I think the other first order ships have like three people manning the ship.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot more expensive to
Right.
max that one out as opposed
Right.
to Fu, which just
He's the
is the
only
Thai
one.
Echelon. So you should be good.
I can't. I need more. Now I'm using all my fucking Cantina energy farming stupid.
oh,
Stupid.
what are
What's
you
her
gonna
name?
do?
Yeah. Are
Oh,
you?
you know what? I'm
I
looking at my thing right now. I have the Omicron right for the first order Thai pilot.
yeah.
So I beat him with I used Hux, OG Kylo, Sith Trooper,
Oh yeah. First order tie
Unmasked
pot. Yeah.
Kylo, and then I used it because I had the Omicron. So
Right. That's a
of
nice
course
Omicron.
you got to use him.
Yeah. You got to use that for sure. Let me see if my timer's reset yet. Can we do another battle?
Or
One
you could
minute 40
Yeah.
seconds.
spend the 50 shards and just do it.
Do what? I'm all my canteen energy right now is going towards farming Hera Syndulla because I want
You
to get
said you were
to.
gonna just use shards to do another battle. What do you want? I don't
Oh, you
understand.
mean crystals? No, I'm not gonna spend 50
Chris, yeah,
crystals.
crystals.
It's a minute. We can wait a minute, Mike. Let's just talk. We can have a nice conversation for a minute
Well,
20.
he
Come
has a
on, Mike.
time
So
limit,
let
so
me see if I can share a screen real quick.
Yeah, he might be
So
able
if
to do
I
it
go,
then.
do I hit the share button or do I
Yeah,
go
hit
to
the
the
share
more?
button.
Okay,
yeah, it
so I
should
hit
pop up.
share, and then it says screen photos. I can do this. Well, let's see here. You can edit this out, right?
Yeah,
If I
I
go to
can edit
photos,
it.
because I think I recorded my. Let's see if this pops up real quick. I took some video God, I don't think it's on here though. Mm, I took video of my 2-man plus my first order squad.
Oh yeah, with the yeah, that'd be awesome to see the video against Java.
Yeah.
Because the problem with GAC
Oh,
battles
never
is they're for
mind.
keeps. You can't once you
I
lose,
know
you lose.
exactly. All right,
I-
never mind. It's not
yeah.
in my iPad
Woods,
photos. I don't know what's going
do
on
you have
there.
Ahsoka unlocked, Galactic Legend Ahsoka?
I don't. I don't
No,
have her unlocked.
I don't
Did you
either.
hear about that bug right now they have where they actually won't even let you unlock her right now because if you go to try to attack her thing, it just goes to a loading screen.
Oh God, no, I hadn't heard about that. Well, I'm glad
So
I'm
think
not
about that. You're
pissed.
spending crystals because you want it. The only reason you spend crystals, right, is to unlock things faster.
Yeah,
So imagine trying to unlock her faster.
you
You're
can't
spending
do it.
crystals, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, you can't now."
Sorry, fuck you. You can't do it.
Right.
All right. Let me take out this Rebel Leia Organa team. Let's see how this one goes. I'll use the same lineup.
Fuck you, mom. Put Foo in there, you pussy.
Foo's not R9. If I had Foo R9, I might put him in. All right, who should I go after first? I think I gotta go Fulcrum, right? Because Fulcrum's such a bitch. He hits so
Oh, do
hard.
you do Fulcrum? I always hit the flamethrower.
Yeah, he can hit hard too. All right, I'll hit the
Drogon.
flamethrower. Drogan. Bye, Drogan.
Trogan, the little Asian twink. Nice.
Oh my God, he's not Asian. What are you talking about, Mike?
The Drogan's not Asian?
I don't think so. I mean, there's no Asians in Star Wars, first of all. All right, let me go. Oh,
What are
I
you
can't.
talking about? What did you not see that last Acolyte series? Wasn't the main dark side guy Asian?
I mean, he's
You
well,
mean
I
they're
mean,
from Asia?
he,
I don't think he's
there's
from
no
Asia from the Acolyte.
right. There's no Asia. That's the
Oh my
problem.
God. Okay, so
There's
we're doing
no
this now.
there's
I
no
was
a
just
there's
Now
no
we can't even say what the actor is. Like, are you kidding? Yes,
well,
I
but
meant the
he's not
actor in real life
well. So
is.
okay, so there was no actor who. This is a completely made up character, Drogan.
All right, you click on Captain Drogan and look at his profile picture and tell me that he's not Asian.
He didn't look. I don't know if he. I
Okay,
don't know.
just I think
I
I,
don't know.
I have an argument there. It does. It's okay.
he does. I
Once this
agree. I think he
battle's
looks
over,
Asian
we'll
for
look.
sure.
I
I'm
don't.
not saying it's a bad thing. Like it's just saying
No,
that's
I'm
what
not
he
saying you
is.
think it's. I'm just not gonna say that I think he's Asian. I don't. I don't.
All right, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ray just died. Did Ray just die? Oh no.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
little
she did.
squishy too, but
Oh
she's.
man.
I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna win.
Mom is tired of you. Shit.
She hits hard. I mean, anybody who knows Leia hits like a fucking. She hits
One thing
hard
that
as
I thought
fuck.
was thinking about this the other day. So Kylo and Ray kiss at the end of this. They fall in love. I don't know if fall in love is the right word, but so they kiss at the end of the movies, right? And
Yeah.
then Ray comes up and Ray is so Ray's like his stepsister now.
Well,
Because she
so
says I'm a
oh
Skywalker.
crap.
I mean,
Well,
technically, they're related by yeah, like they're yeah, stepsister.
so one of my biggest complaints about Rise of Skywalker is in the novelization of the movie, it
Mm-hmm.
clearly says that that is a quote platonic kiss. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Why does it have to be a platonic kiss?
I've never
Like,
heard of like a brother and sister kiss.
yeah,
They
right.
kiss
Like
for way
this.
too long to be. I've never seen a
Right.
brother
First of
and
all, it's not
sister
even
kiss that long.
close to platonic. Second of all, why do you have to point out the fact that it is platonic? I didn't
Yeah,
understand that. Like, I
How
thought
much
that the two
how
loved
much
each
do
other, and now
how
you're
much
like
do you
saying they don't
right.
love each other. Like, what the hell?
how
Yeah,
much do
that's
you think
weird.
those two practiced that in the
I don't
trailer?
know. All right, let's look at Drogan. I mean,
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're not gonna say he ain't
I
Asian.
don't know, Mike. I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
why
a
it even
motherfucker. He
matters,
took it
frankly.
chicken fried rice. Shit.
Like I don't, I don't know if he's Asian.
All right, we're not
First of
allowed
all,
to say it.
second of all, like
We're saying
again,
that.
it'd be one thing, like you said, with the guy in the Acolyte, it's played by an Asian actor. There is no actor who plays him because this character doesn't exist in the real world. He only exists in this
Uh,
game.
See, that's the only problem that I think about this game sometimes. Like you have somebody like that guy hit so hard, and then like
Yeah.
take Darth Vader now, and he's completely irrelevant.
Right?
It's
He
like you,
destroys Darth Vader.
yes,
Yeah, his flamethrower. Yeah, no, the whole Darth they've done Darth Vader dirty in this game. There's no question about
yeah.
that.
Well, they can't let dark side. They can't let dark side. You know. Like we've had this discussion since the podcast started. The dark side will have relevancy, but it won't be for more than
I know, but the best player in
six
the game's
months.
dark side.
Not he hasn't right now. He may be beating people, but like he has been getting his shit pushed in on a regular basis for.
Well, there,
SLKR, he's still probably. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kenobi beats him, right? But SLKR still is probably the most useful character in the game. When you look at raids, territory
yeah,
battle,
he's up
like
there for
like
sure.
Ray, or I mean SLKR and territory battle is probably my most like he's probably the most consistent in like every like he
I
beats Dathomir, which is a weird board, and
Well,
then he
yeah,
beats any
because you
other
guys
thing.
got him on R9. Of course, you're gonna win
that doesn't.
battles.
You can be
R9
R7
is
and he's just
R9.
as good.
No, you have some R9 characters that can suck still.
Yeah, I love using him in the territory battle with that stupid Night Sisters board, which
Oh,
is
it's the
like,
worst.
yeah, I don't even do the Empire one anymore. It takes too long,
Yes.
and I'm not going to use Sith on that one because you can't use Sith Eternal Emperor in the lead, otherwise you just get
Right.
destroyed. So the only one that's even fun to play is Kylo because he can kill them all, and they don't fucking pop back up every other turn.
That's right.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
have an unnatural, weird fetish for him. That's why.
No, it's because the game mechanics
You
make
guys
it so,
always make
Mike.
like a reason why it's the most important thing when it's
We would
combat.
Oh,
argue that it's
Michael,
very
Michael,
natural,
Michael.
Mikey.
So Michael is full of sour grapes because he hates the fact that Kylo dominates the game and the First Order is amazing and he over there his old Republic is irrelevant and he's sad about it. It's okay, Mike. We still love you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm glad you got me really fast. You were so excited. Usually he hides when it comes podcast time, and he was just like, "Hey, you ready to go?
Hides? What are
Oh,
you talking about,
you look,
hides?
you look like you're on another substance last night." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I was ready to go, man. Like, just to clear the air on that. Sternbach was playing mom last night.
Mike. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that too,
No,
Mike.
I was just throwing it out. We were supposed to record last night, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, this
I
is episode 115. It is Friday, February 7th. We were supposed to record last night, but we had a bit of a snafu, so we're recording the 7th
well,
instead.
I had to. I mean, like, I wasn't saying I was my like I am now, but I'm not saying that. But I was definitely ready to go. I
You
could
might
have
have been ready to go, but you were not in a state where you could go. Let's
really.
just
Did I
put it that
sound
way.
that bad last
You
night?
were slurring your words, Mike.
Was
You were slurring your words.
I? I had that
Yeah.
Yeah.
movie on. What movie did I have on?
You don't even remember you had Super Troopers in the
Super
background.
Troopers on. That's right.
That's
And
right.
that's
Super
all I
Troopers,
could
what you're
hear was
talking.
blaring over everything. You didn't want to turn it down. And I
Yeah.
was like, Mike, we can't even hear you. And all I
Leader
hear,
Cola.
and you were like, "Whoa," and then you were, "Whoa,
When
I
you
was ready,
said,
man."
because you said he was listening to Super Troopers last night,
Yes.
I thought my daughter's been dancing to this from the one of the songs is the Mamma Mia Super Trooper song. So I thought you were talking, he was listening to Mamma Mia. I didn't realize he was
No, he
watching.
was watching the
I'm
actual
glad you're watching.
movie.
I'm glad you're watching the movie, Mike. That's much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had the movie on, and I couldn't. I mean, I could hear it. I don't know what they're saying, but I could hear it in the background. Yeah, you were in rare form, Mike. I don't think I've seen you like that.
No, probably not.
I remember back in the day in our guild, like Mikey, you'd go on those epic late night rants. That was back when you were drinking, and then like
Oh
all of a
yeah.
sudden you'd have
Oh,
a
I would get
seven.
wasted. I'd
You,
pass out and wake up and have like Dark Trooper 7 star
yeah, you'd have like a
too.
7-star Rex or something. What did I
I
We
mean,
didn't
do?
have that.
I just
We
spent like
needed
$1,000 to like 7 stars character day two. Why? I don't know. I woke up
Someone
and
I
I
don't
had
even like. Yeah, now I got him.
Oh man.
them.
Yeah, those were the days. And then you'd be
Oh
you
man.
talking shit if it was a territory war, and you'd be screaming at
Oh, you
people.
remember I used to get us kicked out of
Yeah,
chats because
I
guys
know.
were like,
Yeah, I
they were
remember,
like, you
Mike.
can't talk about religious sex or this or that. And I wouldn't talk about any of that, right? And I'd still get kicked from the fucking thing because I'd irritate people so much.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm just good at it, buddy. All right,
attack
well,
phase started for Gak. Let me see. I don't even know who I'm playing.
you want to? It's after 5, so I don't want to keep
Yeah.
our guests too
Oh,
long.
yeah, that's true. That is
I'm
true.
okay. I'm good till 5:30, but
Yeah. Well,
So
why don't we do this? We've already gone through all this. Why don't we? God, I'm finding a guy who's got 11.3 million. Jesus Christ. I'm in a Rhodium 1. Why are these all these assholes in this
Because no one cares.
Because they probably won't attack.
They hate Gak.
I hate well, Woods, I think you said that you took after my example and you didn't even mess with 3v3 last time around. Is that your new strategy?
No, I don't think I said that.
No,
I
someone
was
said that, I thought. Someone said like I
someone
didn't
else's
even do
3v3.
3v3 because
Yeah, I agree though. I hate 3v3.
yeah,
I don't hate it bad
3v3.
enough not to do it though.
Yeah, I hate it bad enough I don't even do
He's
it.
a reward whore, just like you are, Stonebro.
That's right. Rewards
He
matter.
needs his
I
rewards.
like rewards
Well, I'm
too,
still
but
playing catch up
can't
from
do
when
it.
I took off like 3 or 4 months. I mean, I still played, so I kind of kept up, but I wasn't
Oh yeah,
on
the
rewards.
attack phase started in Gak,
Yeah,
dude.
it just started. Well, why don't we do this? Because we are running a little bit short on time.
Hey, go see if you have a job and try to 2-man a job.
Let me see. I'll see. I will try it. Why not? Where did my fucking here it goes? Let's
Dude,
see if
I'm
there's a
playing a
job on
guy.
defense.
I'm playing a guy, and his let's see what his
I don't think they have their job on defense. Let me see.
this guy's
Everybody puts
8.2
job on defense now. It
million,
seems like.
Well,
dude.
if he or she put job on defense, it's in the back row, back sector.
Oh, and he's only what 11 million, so he might not have all the.
He's got all the Galactic Legends.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's got all the Galactic Legends. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what he's got.
I say,
I got one
Mikey.
guy. There's only one team per category here.
One team? Oh my God. And you lost? Show us the team, the guy you lost to before you start
Yeah, right.
battling.
I
Show
don't.
us
Oh,
the team
here.
you
Let me.
lost to. One team? Oh my
Uh,
God. One out of
let's see.
one. Yeah, review. Who did you Togruta, High Magistrate? Let's see what he had. What's his? He
Oh
had
man, he got
10. 10-0.
ten
Look
zero
at his
win.
roster. Oh my God.
Oh
Oh my gosh,
man.
that's a
Oh,
Wampa food right there. You put
Not
a
to make
Wampa
fun of you,
down.
buddy, but I shouldn't even be
Mikey.
down
Oh
here.
man.
What's his, yeah,
Torgruda, I
I think
shouldn't
you
even
got to
be
go
down
back
here.
up before you can look at you got to, yeah, click there. Let's see what the, oh my God. 2.8
2.8.
billion.
Wow.
Wow.
Not one GL, right? No.
No, nothing. Has a
They only
Wow.
have
seven,
like
has a
20,
relic seven fucking
24
red.
relics is all. Oh
Working,
my
you can
gosh.
tell this guy's working on Ray though. Look at all those resistance
Yeah.
tunes he has relic.
Smart.
Wow, he won. He won. He beat me. Good win
Wow.
for him,
Hey,
huh?
Mikey, let's see your roster. I want to see we got to do a roster review. See what you need to, where you're even breaking
Me?
it
Oh,
over here.
this is where it gets to be. You get to start get cringy because you're like, oh my God, how do you not have that? How do you not have that? He's got
Oh, you got,
nothing.
so R9 Vader, R7 Pal. Let's see, R9 Revan. So you have Leviathan?
He's missing Leia.
Yeah.
He's missing Profundity. Show your ships.
Oh my
No, my
heavens.
ships are not.
Wait, so wait, you have R9. Let's see
Oh,
here.
you want to go back here? I got R9 Sith Marauder. He's still
All right.
he's still
He hits
top
hard, I bet.
five.
He's still
He's
banging.
still top five fastest in the game, dude.
Still banging.
Oh,
I
he's
wonder if there's anybody that
he's
plays this
plus
game
one.
less that has a podcast.
Yeah, right.
Hey, but it's by far the best podcast out there. So
I mean, I still play. I just don't play like I used to. That's all. Like I used to.
Captain Rex has got no gear. Zori Bliss. Come on, Mike. Princess
you even
Nisa.
farm the Gungans though. That's
Gungans
Yeah,
need
I'm working on the
farming.
Gungans.
Night
I gotta.
Trooper. Luthen Rail's got shit. Look at that. Serjunda. Do you have the
you're
Jedi
still buying
Cal
packs
Kestis?
though. You got Batcher and Omega.
Yeah, I'll buy a $20 pack just because it's
That's
easier when I have
$30 now.
money.
Shin
Oh,
Hati.
is it?
Do you,
Yeah,
yeah, do you have Balin Skull unlocked, Woods?
I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got him last time
I
too.
should have
I
got
got him.
Shin. I
Just
should have
yeah, I
got.
just barely got in.
I didn't get Shin
Shinhati.
Hati because I relicked fucking what's his name? Where's he at? Mark. Like I
Merrick,
went
yeah.
all in, still didn't fucking mod him, but he's a
He's
too.
relic at least. I mean, you
Your
need him
relic
for
even got
Balin.
modded. Yeah,
Yeah.
Malin. I see. That was a. Did you guys like Ahsoka?
The show, it was okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't my favorite.
I
I
didn't.
thought
Yeah, I
Balin
didn't
was the
mind
best part of it.
Oh yeah, Balin was
I
cool.
thought
I don't
Balin.
understand
I
why he
thought they
has an
were way
orange.
cool.
I don't understand why he has an orange lightsaber though. I don't get it. I
Yeah, I
mean, he
don't
needs a
understand why
red
probably a
either.
lightsaber.
reason behind it. But like, there's a bunch of shit. Like, I still don't have fucking
It's almost like the red's for Siths and the orange is like a merc. He's kind of like not a Sith, but
I
not a Jedi.
guess.
I don't.
I almost
Yeah.
got my third sister. I'm close.
Oh, you still
Oh,
don't
there you
have her.
go.
You've got Kiadi Mundi 7-star, right?
Ooh, even an
Yeah,
Ezra
yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
He's been 7-star for a while.
Kiadi Mundi.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
took my
that's
Moody. I've reliced him. I've reliced him.
yeah.
Where's
Well,
he at?
he's a good tune, Kiadi. Kiadi Mundi.
I can't remember. All right.
Uh,
Well, if you want, I can read the weekly questions
yeah,
and then.
let's move to the weekly questions because I
I
think
think
we
it's
should
called
wrap
Weekly
up.
Question.
Oh, sorry, weekly question.
No, I'm just saying there's only one of them.
Let's read them. Go ahead, Mike.
All right,
Let's see what we
I
got.
got. I
That
like
was
this.
one of my favorite parts of the podcast before, though, back in the days. Mike would say, "Hey, let's read weekly questions." And then he'd spend 5 minutes trying to find it on Facebook where
Yeah,
somebody wrote a question there.
yeah. I didn't even. I usually just take photos now and then read them to everybody. But like, I basically said, got a guest who may be a bigger Kylo fan than Sturm on the show this week. Someone help Mikey. Anyone who is playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes knows that you could potentially unlock Darkside Ray this week unless you're locked in the basement. Well, actually, if your cell service is good, then you still would know. Irregardless, she's out. And our guest in Stern will be explaining her in full detail, full stalker creepy detail. For those who unlocked her, what do you think? For those who have not, how close are you? Any other comments, questions, or concerns will be read. I did this today, I think. So this morning, you said Vlad Sanders said I'm too far away from attempting pointy teeth Ray. My question is, thus, do I really need to take DDK and B1 to Relic 5 to beat the final level of General Skywalker Journey, or can I just beat it with Relic 3s? I
I
think
bet you could beat it with Relic 3s, right?
You must be able because I don't even think I have. I don't even have
I didn't even have
DDK
Relics
at
when he
Relic.
came
Yeah,
out, did he?
yeah, DDK. I don't even have Relic 5 right now. So yeah, you can beat
really.
Right.
it. Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he's.
remember.
I have my B1 is Relic 5, but he wasn't Relic 5 when I beat the event, and neither and Droidica's not even Relic 5 yet. So yeah, you can definitely do it.
Okay, I don't remember. I just remember I barely won it, and I was
Yeah,
had no cell
they
service.
had
Look at
relics
this,
back then, but they were brand new. Uh,
6,184 out of 15.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Like that's a lot of currency he's sitting on that he could
Yeah,
use at
seriously.
in the shard shop. I know. I mean, it's kind of funny to see how high you can get it, but I don't know. Maybe you need that currency too.
I
I
think he's
don't.
enjoying it.
I think it's better spent, but
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
it's
that's
quite a
because you
show
like.
though.
Yeah, that's because you like your gear, buddy. El Dorito said, so far I'm 271 at 330 for Sith Ray. What's nice is I can barely show up to the next conquest and still get her. That's because I really have no motivation to chase Jedi Granny
Hey,
clamping
Granny
discs.
yeah, no
Clamp.
kidding.
No, via her kit release, that buckshot from her space rifle
Space
looks
rifle.
nice. Maybe she'll discover some space oil with that thing one day. I have spoken.
Oh man.
Nice.
The
Where'd
thing
this
about that
come?
though is so once Ray goes to the secondary position, she's only going to get 30 shards from her. That's all you get from completing the red box. So then you'd have to
You have to
spy. And
buy.
then I think, but you only have 20 shards that are available in the shops
So that's
with the
50.
conquest money. So he'd have to buy the conquest
Oh,
pass. He'd have to buy
yeah,
the conquest pass, red
yeah,
box, and spend
yeah,
conquest currency to get her.
yeah.
Well,
Well, he can do it.
Yeah,
at
he could
least
do it.
now he
But
knows, and knowing
But
is half the
he's
battle.
gonna have to do more than barely show up, I think. That's the
Right.
problem. He's gonna have to do a lot.
I'm at one, whatever. What was I at? 140? I'm
Yeah,
not
you're a
even
long ways away, Mike.
Mikey. And that was the best
Disappointing.
conquest. If they go back to
Disappointing.
having win 30 battles grind,
Oh,
ugh.
I just I need to get. I've been saying for 2 years I'm going to get into Conquest and
I
GAC.
I mean, Conquest is probably my favorite game mode as it is. 'Cause
Wow,
I
wow.
do enjoy the Conquest. I
I
like
don't
building.
mind it. The last one was fun.
I
Yeah,
miss the
as
old
long as
days.
it's not too grindy, like Wood says, like as long
Yes.
as it's not 30 battles over. And the one complaint I had with the last Conquest was it was a lot of repetition with like remnant teams and Night Sister
Yeah.
teams. Made it a little more of an annoyance, but it wasn't still too bad, especially
Yeah.
when you
But
get
I
to
almost feel like,
Super Pass.
yeah, I agree. I just feel like Conquest is going to have a certain suck with it. and out of all the sucks, that sucked the least. I get, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it. Like I like going through the sectors. I think it's fun. I like that stuff. I do like getting those different feats and stuff. It's interesting. I like the data discs
Yeah.
because then you can really ramp shit up fast.
Start deleting
It's to be
things.
fun. Yeah. So I
Get
like
those
that
detonators
aspect.
on
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so is that all the questions we have, Mike? Is that it? We're done?
Yeah, I did it today. That's what happened
Yeah,
when I did
that's
it
fine.
today. And I
Woods,
don't even think I posted it on Facebook, to be
we've
honest.
got
So
about probably 10 to 15 minutes. Woods, what's grinding your gears about the game? Like, we always like to go into the grind your gears angle too. Anything out there that you're like, God damn
Yeah.
this fucking game, pissing me off. What is it? What's grinding your gears?
God, you know what? It's a lot less than it used to be. I mean, I feel like the game's in a way better place now than it used to be. I think,
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing that, like, remember how bad it was to level up people to like gear, just to gear 12, like the stun guns? Remember how
Yeah.
awful that was?
Yes, I
But
remember the
now that
stun
they've
guns. Yep.
basically loosened that stuff up, that's been a huge help in my opinion. I don't know what's the worst thing that's grinding my gears on this.
oh, he's not grinding gears at all. Okay.
Yeah,
He
I
seems
don't.
to
I
be
think it's
happy
actually
with
in a
this.
much better place than it used to be. I mean, I think it has gotten way better just from that aspect. I'm not a huge fan of this librarian stuff. That's I don't know. I mean, I guess it's as cool as the 80-year-old librarian can look with a rifle and a saber, but
It's a badass granny.
yeah.
What about you, Sturm? Do you have anything grinding your gears,
I
buddy?
don't think so. I do like the when they made the changes to the dailies. I think that was really a good
Oh
change.
yeah, that was. I
Um,
agree.
all the energy now counts towards your 600, and I like that. And I like I don't know if what, I haven't really looked too deeply into like that episode track and if we're getting screwed on Omicrons or not getting screwed, or you have to buy the pass to get the same number of Omicrons. But a lot less stressed about stupid galactic challenges that I don't want to do anymore because I'm
Right,
like I can make up those on other places in the game now. And actually, when you see some of these feats in the episode, these quests, I actually have gone back to playing some of the basic challenges to get those, which is a little
right,
weird. Like get Fennec Shan's payout, 3 times.
right.
I went to a dark side battle and found one where I could get an easy, Fennec Shan payout. So do that three
Yeah,
times, and I haven't played a dark side battle in forever. So I was like, oh, this is an easy way to do it. And
right.
so yeah, I right now there's really not a lot grinding my gears. I guess I wish if I don't like arenas anymore, ship or fleet so much. I almost wish
Yeah, it's
they'd get
getting
rid of it.
tired.
Yeah,
Right. Give us
I'm
the
glad.
crystals in a more fun way.
Yeah, I'm glad they changed. They upgraded the Sith Darth Maul ship to make mirror matches so much better. That was
Yes.
a good change.
That yeah, that grinded my
Oh,
gears big
yeah,
time. That was
I hated those.
awful.
And then the other good thing they did was they updated the raid and made that a
Yes.
lot easier to do instead of like
Yeah.
constantly getting your shit dispelled by the fucking combat command droid.
Right.
They
Yeah.
made that change, which is nice. So
And those are two
that
big
was,
changes. I
yeah.
agree.
But yeah, general, I think the game's going pretty well right now.
I
So
would
I'm
say
not,
the worst thing in the game right now, if I'm looking for something, is they're just so buggy sometimes. Like
yeah,
how they're constantly like put stuff out and then they constantly have to change it up and
yeah,
update and just it seems like a lot of times they just have like quality controls. It
yeah,
seems like they're going cheap on that. They'd rather just have the
yeah,
players find the problems and fix it later.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm right now I'm farming those 3 idiots to finish off my Ahsoka Tano requirements.
Are those
And
the troopers, the night
no, I
troopers?
have no, it's
Oh, Hera and
Hera
the
the
6 arm guy.
droid, yeah, and then Padawan Sabine and fuck,
Right.
I swear like my drop rate on these assholes is terrible. It's like I got 0 for 10 on Huyang like
Oh my
yesterday,
gosh.
then I did a couple more refreshes and I think I got like 3 out of 10 or 3 out of 20 total. It was like fuck that's bullshit, man. A
Right.
lot of crystals going down the drain when you do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
I get 0 out of 5 way more often than I get 5 out of 5. And then I think in theory they should be about the same percentage, I would think, right?
Yeah, I think the drop rate's almost like it seems like it's like 30% or something because if I do 3 refreshes, like if I do the 25 and the 50 plus like the original 5 you have, it seems like I hope for like 5. I hope for 5 shards. What do you hope
Yeah.
for?
I
That's
want at
kind of what I
least
hope
5
for.
because I do the you get 5 and then I do 50. Is there other 250
Yeah.
refreshes or just 150 refresh?
I think it's just no, it's just one. It goes 5. It goes what I
50,
mean, it's free, then it's
50.
25, and
Oh
then
yeah.
50, and then 100.
25, 50, and I do the 200s before it hits 200. And that's when I stop. So I do 4 refreshes. I do 25.
Holy cow!
I do
Yeah.
25 a day, and I should get at least fucking 5, and I'm hoping to get somewhere at
Yes.
least close to 10 with that many
Yeah.
refreshes.
Yeah.
But
Like I
like
would say, like seven
yesterday,
or eight should be average
yeah,
for that.
yesterday I think I got 3 or 4 on Huyang, and I was so pissed. I was like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah,
Dropping 100 crystals and I mean, 100 crystal refresh. Yeah, that's
yeah,
rough.
yeah. It is rough. So anyway, yeah, that's the grind of my gears is drop rates, but
Yeah.
that's always been grinding everybody's gears. So it's
That's
what is what
terrible,
it
Right.
man.
is.
It's so terrible.
Yeah. Well, first world problems, right, Mikey? Mikey's just
I
trying to
well, and I'll
get.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. What I need to do, and Woods nailed it earlier, was basically like I need to make sure that like because when I did the like you said, when you buy the extra, what is it? The not the conquest pass, but the other pass for
Episode
the
pass.
days.
Episode pass.
Episode
Yeah.
pass, right? I did it once. You're right. I enjoyed it. I liked hunting down some of the characters and finding different battles. I agree with Sturm on that. I think that I should do that more to help me engage. My biggest thing is like I'm like you two, most Kylo fans I've noticed are like Chiefs fans, where they kind of just as long as
Chiefs fans.
everything's going exactly like they like it and exactly how they
Oh,
want it,
whatever. Blah blah
everything's
blah.
great and everything's nice. And every time they don't get a
Whatever.
fucking first
Mike,
down call, everything's terrible. So wait till the new GL Revan comes out and you guys want to quit. I can't damn that.
Mike,
Anyway,
here's what you
but
need to
but
do, Mike. I'll
Mike,
tell you what you need to do.
back no back to grinding my gears.
Yeah.
I just need to find a way to like just I for some reason in my brain I'm still stuck in this, like you guys mentioned earlier too, where you're tired of the arena ships and regular, right? I'm so set on that being the way that things are done, and it's been gone for so long. Like it's been gone for what, like almost 2 years now, has it not? It's been gone a while. So I needed to just like accept this is the game. People have accepted who are still here, and I'm like that old guy in the corner talking about Vietnam, and like respect for him for being in Vietnam, but like I need to
right.
change mindset, right? Like we were all in the military. Well, Sturm and I were military, but
Yeah.
like we have that mindset of we like it the way it used to be. Like it's okay. This has officially happened. You need to just, because that way I'll engage myself and I'll actually do it every day. Like GAC is the new arena. Like it's been 2 years, Mike.
You need to
Fuck
get
it.
in a guild where
Let's
you're
go.
more interactive, like people or get
Yeah.
But
invested.
like,
That's what you
that's the
need.
thing is like I can't fully commit. So the guild I'm
Yeah.
in
Because
is
then they
like
boot
five.
you. Yeah.
What are we? 500 and we're
Yeah.
580 now. I think
Yeah.
power. We're
Well,
not
you got to
weak.
commit to the game, Mike. You got to commit to the
I
game.
know, but like they don't make me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're at five.
That's part of the problem. You got no accountability, man.
Exactly. It's
Bro,
part of the
they
problem.
and they basically don't make me do certain things, and
Yeah.
they don't really talk a lot. They don't have a Discord. They
We're
seem like
gonna
nice
run out of
guys.
time. Like we're almost out of time, so we should wrap this
All right,
up and say goodbye. Thank you,
all right.
Woods, for
So,
being on our show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
oh wow, okay. I just didn't get to fit. Okay, well, it grinds my gears when Sir Muck.
We're literally like, man, we're gonna run